Hello guys, it's me Chase, and today I'm going to be playing a new game that I haven't done on the channel yet, but one that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's called Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. So, you may be saying, Chase, you retard, what is this game? It's not Phoenix Wright, because for the two of you that want Phoenix Wright, yes, I know, I'm working on it. But for the negative two of you that want to see something other than Phoenix, right? Well, I got you covered. I got this game. Don't worry. So it's basically, if you want to know what it is, but you don't know what it is, it's a tactical FPS that's in the same vein as something like, say, CSGO, except in my personal opinion, find this game to be much more enjoyable than Counter Strike. Because CSGO, it's an okay game, but their ranking system is fundamentally flawed, in my opinion, and makes it impossible to climb up and out. Well, I mean, of course, I'm biased because, stuff like that. But, it's just not, I just got tired of it after a while, but then I found Siege, and in my opinion, I like it much more as a tactical FPS because instead of just running around in CS:GO with your team and just destroying the enemy team by just running around and shooting stuff, this game takes a little bit more coordination, and by a little bit I mean a lot. Where instead of almost every single map takes place largely indoors, where you're conducting sieges on houses that are being held down by terrorists or whatever, and um what happens is the attackers get the chance to survey the map and then attack, and then the defenders get the ability to fortify and lock down the building they're in by reinforcing walls with metal plates and barricading doors with wood, and doing things like some have the ability to lay down traps, like to say things that like one the guy has the ability to just shut down grenades with his special ability, which I should get into in just a second. Which this game is kind of like a mix between a tactical FPS and a like team shooter, like Team Fortress 2 or Overwatch, kind of, but not really, because the game works on an operator system where every single operator has there are about an equal number of operators for attacking and defending, and every single operator gets their own special ability that can help them with attacking or defending. At the game's current point, there are about 15 attackers and 15 defenders. Keep in mind that this video is being recorded right before the end of season 2. Because season 2, I don't know. I mean, not season 2. Right before the end of season 2. Season 3 should be coming out soon, sometime. I would say beginning of August. I don't know when, but sometime in that time frame, we're going to be getting new operators. But so far, if we go to the operators tab, so far we have these are all my operators. I have Ash, Twitch, Buck, Hibana, and Jackal, and I have Mute, Echo, Caveira, and Mira. So go to unlock new operators. It shows all of the different CTUs that you can unlock operators from, having the British SAS, the American FBI SWAT, French GIGN, Russian Spetsnaz, and German GSG-9. And then there are some DLC, like the Year 1 operator tab is basically operators that launch post-release. So we have the Canadian JTF-2, the American Navy SEAL, the British BOPE, and I actually do have two of the CTUs already maxed out with their operators, the Japanese SAT and the Spanish GEO. As you can see, I have Hibana and Echo from the Japanese unit, and Mira and Jackal from the GEO. Some operators in the game are definitely better than others. Like, take, for example, I think two of the best attackers in the game are Ash and Hibana because of their high speed and powerful weaponry. Meanwhile, one of the worst attackers in the game is Blitz due to his subpar flash shield, and he actually used to be much worse because those two big headphones on the side of his head or part of his head hitbox and completely screwed his character over, because it would make it super easy to headshot him through his shield. But they're making Blitz better little by little. And for defenders, like two of the best defenders in the game are Jaeger and Valkyrie. Jaeger, because he has a powerful assault rifle, he's the only one on defense to have one, and he's really fast, and his ADS is really good. His automated defense system. And Valkyrie is really good because she has decent guns, and her ability to create, with her black eye cameras, to create new vantage points for your team is also really useful. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to play through each of the a couple games with each of my operators, just see how they work. So, when we have the main menu, we have this, which basically tells you your chances of getting an alpha pack, which if you've ever played Overwatch, then you'll know that's basically like a loot box, kind of. Over here, you can basically see boosters for Renown, which I'll get to in a second, challenges, and Ubisoft Club. Renown is a currency that you earn by playing the game. You get a few hundred Renown every time you play a match, and Renown is exactly how you unlock things in both operators and cosmetic things in the shop, be it from headgear to camos, like that costs 32,000 Renown, which is absolutely ridiculous. Bundles and stuff, skins, like, you know, that actually looks kind of nice, but I don't use that pistol that much. And all that, but they can also be used to unlock operators. There are a few versions of this game. There's the complete version, which comes with like everything you'd ever want. I have the starter edition, which is $15, which the game's cheaper, but operators cost more. No matter which version of the game you have, any defense operator will always cost, let me go back, either 25,000 Renown or 600 Rainbow Six credits, which are, Rainbow Six credits are, you can buy them with actual money. I just sold some CSGO skins and bought them. I'm a trader to the CSGO community. But for the original operators, SAS, FBI, SWAT, yada yada, in the regular version, it scales up depending on how many you buy. Like your first SAS operator will be 400 or so. Your next one will be like, I don't know, 900, 1,000, 1,800. I don't know. I haven't played the original version. But no matter what it is, for the $15 version, there will always be 12,500, which will definitely increase the grinding by a long shot. What else? And what the game does, if you have the $15 version, the game gives you 600 Rainbow Six credits and 2 operators to start out with. I spent 2 of my spent my 600 on Jackal, as he was brand new at the time, and Ash and Mute were given to me easy peasy automatically. So if we go here for the game modes, we have tutorials, which are videos that you can watch which will detail you on the game. Situations are basically tutorial stages that teach you basics of the game, how to attack certain areas, usages of certain operators. Terrorist Hunt is basically either single player or PvE. Single player or multiplayer PvE map where you choose a certain map and either attack it or defend it. And multiplayer is your standard stuff, custom games, casual, and ranked. I'm not going to be playing ranked yet, but casual. Yeah, let's jump into a game of casual. So as you can see, the game actually used to take a lot longer to queue. It'd be like a much bulkier queue menu, and the game would take a lot longer to queue. But ever since they added a one-step matchmaking functionality, the game takes marginally quicker to queue, maybe about 30 seconds or so. But while we're in the casual queue, like, we're already in a match. So we are on house, and as you can see, it says the time of day, and as you can see, it's daytime. Because daytime or nighttime can really affect how the map plays. It can affect the lighting, which is kind of obnoxious in this game. But okay, we are on defense. You can choose from a list of different operators. If you don't choose an operator, you'll be stuck with recruit, which, though he isn't terrible, he's not very good because he doesn't have all the gadgets that the other ones have. So I'm going to go with Mute, and I'm going to start out by using his MP5K. which is an interesting gun. It's decent. I recommend Mute if you're starting out with the game, as he's a decently useful operator. He's very well-rounded and very easy to get the hang of. His gadgets are signal disruptors, which you can place on the ground, which can prevent objects that have remote detonation qualities, like breach charges and other stuff like that, from being detonated. So I'm just gonna, first of all, our teammate dropped an armor pack, so I'm gonna go pick it up. And occasionally you'll see little drones on the floor, such as right there. Attackers get the ability to use drones during this preparation phase in order to, say, scope out the house, find the objective, and just see how they can plan their assault. I'm going to go ahead and start placing my signal disruptors on the ground and make sure that they'll have a harder time getting into our room. Oh, our teammate already got a kill. And he's dead too. My teammate died right over there. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and put my last signal disruptor up here in Workshop. And Rainbow Six Siege is not a game that you can just run around like a chicken with your head cut off and still do mildly successful. You, will probably get your butt handed to you, and then some, if you try doing this. Trust me, it won't end well for you. I'm going to be gutsy. I'm going to wait for the smoke to clear, because their sniper could easily destroy me if I peek that angle. Like, their sniper's already making quick work of us. At least 2 of our teammates are dead because of him. They're already rappelling up. I got their sniper, just like that. I'm just looking around. That was a pretty gutsy move to break open the, and just like that, you can die incredibly easily, like just like that. I got too cocky. I tried to peek that angle again, and I paid the price for it. I can see one on the stairs, so I'm going to scan him for my teammates. He's coming for one of my teammates already, which isn't very good.
One friendly remaining.
So my last teammate's on the objective, just kind of sitting in the corner. And I'm getting points because my signal disruptor is actually putting in some work. My teammate can heal people behind him, but he's not going to be paying very much attention, and he's going to kind of get destroyed. Which is unfortunate, but now we're on the attacking side, which means we got a whole nother pool of operators in order to test out. So I'm going to start off with Twitch, who is one of the better operators in the game. She has shock drones, which instead of being regular old drones that just zoom around the map and pester people, they can aid in taking out traps and pestering enemies. As well as she also carries one of the most powerful assault rifles in the game, being her F2 FAMAS. So Twitch is a pretty powerful force to be reckoned with if you can play her in the right hands. She's decent for she's an attack operator that can support her teammates in multiple ways. So I can shoot a little taser out with my shock drone that can destroy stuff, and I can already hear static from a signal disruptor, and I'm already getting points for tasing them. And if I see them laying down traps, I can't, and they destroyed my shock drone, which is unfortunate. I didn't really have much choice. They were going to destroy me anyway. But the shock drones excel in taking out traps, destroying cameras, which prevent enemies from getting direct lines of fire. And all in all, Twitch is a very solid operator. I should definitely recommend picking her up because she's incredibly useful when used in the right situation. So, as you can see, I'm using the ACOG scope a lot, which is my preferred scope, as well as the preferred scope of many, it allows you to peek sight lines very easily. It allows you to see things from far away that you normally probably wouldn't have. I'm playing at a very, I guess it's how you say, bad resolution. My computer isn't the best, which means if I want to play the game at decent frame rate, I hear a nitro cell in there. You can hear the little beep beep beeping of a nitro cell, which isn't very good. I believe I know where the objective is. I believe it's in the exact same place we were, so I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to deploy my last shock drone, and right away, I'm already taking out their stuff. And their Rook, they have an operator known as Rook, who I took down their mute. Their Rook is in the objective room. So I'm going to try to be as cautious as I can. I'm going to peek the sight lines very cautiously. And that was our fuse. He's useful. Their Doc crawled around and magically killed me.
Op 4 last operator standing.
But as you can see, Op 4 last operator standing. We won that match. We completely rushed them and destroyed them, which is nice. Get knifed. But now we are on defense, and I might go. I don't think I'll go over mute again, just because, you know, I might go over a shotgun at a later time. But now we have Mira, who is an interesting operator. She's one of the newest ones that was added in Season 2 of this year. And she has the ability to place mirrors on walls that allow you to see through them, but the enemies cannot see you back. They're one way. At any time, you can drop down the mirror manually, and you can just shoot the enemy through, or you can be sneaky and use it just as a purely line of sight, although Twitch does heavily counter Mira, because she can easily drop down the smoke. She can easily destroy the mirrors. She can destroy the mirrors easily, which creates lines of sight for Twitch's team. She comes with the Vector 45 ACP SMG, which has a fast fire rate but low mag size, which definitely means you're going to be trying to focus on ammo consumption. You're gonna have to be focused on ammo consumption as well as accuracy management, because you're going to be wasting a lot of, like that. If you potato aim, your magazine size is gonna drop. Your ammo in your mag is gonna drop incredibly fast. And I'm already running out of ammo fast on this thing. It runs out of ammo incredibly quickly. I need to find a place to show off the black mirrors, or else I'm gonna be toast. Unfortunately, this objective is not a very good one to display the power of black mirrors. Tis unfortunate, but I do hear them, at least somebody, breaking the main entrance. I can definitely hear them making some noise. It would be very risky for me to peek that, so I'm just going to refrain for now. They're in main entrance. They most likely have that sniper character Glaz again, and as you can hear by that noise, they also have an EMP operator named Thatcher. I suppose he's directly above me, which I'm not sure I want to peek this sight line, because that would most likely mean doom for me. Because their sniper is most likely holding down the main entrance.
Op 4 is securing the container.
Just like that, you can get domed extremely easily in this game. But I did a tad bit of damage to him.
Protect, stop the hostiles from securing the container.
They're probably going to, we'll probably lose this round. This wasn't a very good round for us. Our last teammate is probably going to be in a tough spot. He's pulse, which means he can see enemies' heartbeats through walls, among other things. Unfortunately, he missed the nitro cell. He's definitely cornered from all sides, which means we'll probably lose this round. You can still hear them clank. You can hear them making noise, and listening is a very idealistic, not idealistic, but how you say, good thing to do in Siege, because if you don't listen, you're gonna be screwed. You can hear them outside, but you can also hear them from multiple vantage points. He's low on health. He's surrounded. He's not gonna last very long. And unfortunately, the lighting outside is... Oh. Well, he just killed somebody very easily. Because of my unfortunate resolution. Ah, he was so close, too. He was incredibly close to killing that person. Yeah. Yeah, that guy is a level 1. Unfortunately, he is probably not going to be very good. So, I'm going to go with Twitch again, but this time I'm going to be using her SGCQB shotgun, which is one of the better shotguns in the game, I'd say, due to having a foregrip and also being able to, and it also has consistent and high damage output, as well as good range. From my experience, at least. You can say I'm lying or whatever, but I honestly enjoy this shotgun. Also, I'm just going to give Twitch some more limelight, because I definitely enjoy playing as Twitch. I'm definitely going to focus on taking out traps and devices rather than just zapping enemies, because although that can work, and it can definitely help in an upcoming firefight, it's not a good idea, because you should probably just focus on taking out cameras, like that one just there, and also traps like the signal disruptor that their mute placed down right there. If you can focus on taking down traps, as well as helping, if you can focus on taking down traps as well as destroying lines of sight, you'll find yourself incredibly able, as a quite the able operator, and quite the able operator. And as you can see, their rook destroyed me. We're already getting into a firefight. I'm going to try to support as much as I can. I'm just going to breach those windows for my team. Judging by the inherent lack of people on the objective, I think it's safe to say that the objective is very clear, although I do know where their rook will be. He's going to... Actually, no, he's not in that spot, which is interesting. I'm going to take out that signal disruptor and flail around like an incompetent while I wait for my shock drone to go kablooey. I'm going to hunt down their person, and he's not going to get hurt by my taser, which is unfortunate. Fortunately, I do not have any more drones, so I cannot get a very accurate line of sight on them, which is a bit unfortunate. Alright, this match could go either way. As you can see, I completely wrecked that Caveira. And that was a very good round. We outplayed them. It seems our forte is attack on this map. Which, hey, we get another attack. Yay. This time, I'm not going to go for Twitch. I'm going to instead go for Jackal. He's an interesting operator. His ability is a head visor that allows him to see enemy footsteps. And when he sees those footsteps, he can scan enemy footprints and ping their location 3 times over the course of about a minute, or about 30 seconds. So I go back to my regular drone, which, unlike shock drones, regular drones can jump, which definitely makes them more slippery and hard to catch. They're already setting up signal disruptors I can hear, which means it's most likely on top floor. They have smoke. one of their operators named Bandit is already setting down shock batteries.
10 seconds.
Unfortunately, my drone landed right on top of a signal disruptor,
5 seconds.
and I'm dead. So far, our drones are finding good places to hide and scope out enemy positions. I'm just putting pot shots in that door because you can already see that that door right there is destroyed. Which means that they might be actually trying to spawn peek. I did a tad bit of damage to him right there.
Drone activated.
I don't know if I'll be able to follow up. Actually, I will. Easy peasy. Yeah, we're doing very well with attack on this map. I did some chip damage to that door. Broke it down. I got a kill assist with that. Unfortunately, one of our operators did get destroyed. We got one of their operators in there,
Secure the container.
which means they're most likely in that closet.
Op 4 eliminated.
Hard-fought victory, and with that, I believe that is unfortunately all we have for this video. I've been kind of going on for a while. That was a very close match, and we did actually quite well. I got 5 kills that match. That's actually quite nice. As you can see, you get experience for that, and you also receive 200 renown per win, almost 300 sometimes if you do well. And alpha packs, it will randomly spin, and depending on or not, I got an alpha pack, which means I can open it right here, right now, on camera. So, are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Let's open this alpha pack and call it an episode. So, open now. As you can see, my chances reverted to like 2%. Unfortunately, I did not get anything good. I got a common. That's kind of not a good skin, and that's also on some operators that I don't have. But anyway, this has been Rainbow Six Siege. I'll probably do another video in the future where I show off more operators, as well as the new Hong Kong operators, because I'm going to try to get those, and the new Polish Grom operator that come out sometime in August. But if you like this episode, definitely like for more Rainbow Six Siege, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.